I got married 3 days after meeting my wife for the first time.
Do you think it's possible to do all the checks within 3 days and get married at the end of it?
Absolutely. With confidence, without skipping a beat, without skipping anything important. Two strangers met for the first time. They don't know what to ask. They don't know what to look for. Follow those decision-making steps. You don't take any shortcut.
Rank up at Marriage.MBA. Divorce-proof your future marriage today.
Do you think it's possible to ask all the questions and do all the checks within 3 days and get married at the end of it to someone you've never met before?
Theoretically, yes. Practically, logistically, might take a little bit longer than that. Let's play out this theoretical scenario, okay? So you meet each other, really like each other, great. Okay, let's share my marriage magnet. This is day one. At Fajr time, you share your marriage magnet. Both of you exchange. And then 8 a.m., you have your first breakfast. You're like, hey, let's talk about these two topics. 10:30, you go to the doctors and you'll take a full panel lab, the blood test, and you'll have the result tomorrow. After Dhuhr, 2 p.m., you meet again for another 90 minutes, 2 hours. You talk about 2 more topics. And in between, after you talked, you go and you open up that Google Doc and you actually write up all the basic understanding, basic things that you guys agreed on and you shared with each other. Afterwards, you do the same thing, update the Google Doc, 6 p.m. If your third meeting, you talk about the next 2 topics. The next day, in the morning, you wake up, maybe the blood result came in and you realize everything's good. No STI, no serious health issues, all of that. Okay, great. And then what you do is you share your financial records, a deep financial background check, credit history, criminal background check, and all of that. Okay, that's happening on day 2. So today you meet at 2 p.m. for your 4th marriage conversation. In the evening, 5, 6 p.m., your families meet each other. And in the meantime, remember, health check happened, blood test, background check is happening here. By day 3, if there's any confusion, any follow-up, you clarify all of that. Maybe you call up some of his friends and colleagues. So you do all of that background check. By day 3, can you make an informed decision after having a good night's sleep? So you still follow those decision-making steps. You don't take any shortcut. But the thing is, what people take 3 months to do or 3 years to do, sometimes longer, you just have done that in 3 days. So theoretically, is it possible? Yes. Technically and logistically, are people equipped to do this? No. People don't know it. And in between each step, they deliberate, they take their sweet time and they talk because they don't know what to ask. They don't know what to look for. They don't know their deal makers and deal breakers properly. 3 days is a little bit extreme. I'm just making a point here. Can you do it in 3 weeks? Absolutely. With confidence, without skipping a beat, without skipping anything important. You could easily do that. To take 3 months and 3 years or longer just to find out if it's the right guy, that's because people don't know what to look for and what to ask.
You married your wife 3 days after meeting her. Would you say this is an ideal timeline for everyone?
Not at all, actually. So there's more to this story than that. We met in person, face to face, had many hour-long conversation, and then 3 days later we got married. But there's been 3 months plus 3 years of our families knowing each other. She knew me so well. She used to work in the administration building of City College of New York. I was a student, so she had access to my records, my GPA, all my subjects, exactly how I was doing, all of it. And then my sisters knew her and her sisters. We literally lived 2 zip codes in Brooklyn, New York, next to each other. So a lot of the community events would be together. I knew her 2 brothers. We went to a summer camp together, so they knew me really well. So there's been a lot of these social background checks that have been done from both sides. But the thing is, I didn't know her as much. So it wasn't like 2 strangers met for the first time, didn't know anything about each other, and then 3 days later they got married. That wasn't the case. But it is the case that we sat down for the first time face to face and actually talked to each other. And then 3 days later, we got married. That actually did happen.
In the book, you often talk about how when you first got married, you were a clueless husband. From your wife's perspective, how do you think she knew that there was the potential in you to become a clued up husband and that you wouldn't be clueless forever?